Hey guys, I just want to thank everyone for all their support, and here's a sneak peek letting you know that I am still making progress. We're getting closer to releasing this, but it takes time, more time than I would like, and I'll talk about why in a little bit. But I'd just like to say thanks, especially to everyone that joined and liked the Facebook page for this game. I know someone was helping me promote it a little bit because I didn't give that page a lot of love, so I just like to say thanks for spreading the word, thanks for sharing it. And I will be getting this game done quickly, hopefully soon. But it does take more time than I would like. So originally I was going to make one level, and it was going to be endless, and it was just going to slowly get harder. The shapes would be like this, and they'd be the same, and they would just get harder the higher up you go. That was the original plan. But like everything in life, it just didn't work out like I wanted. So what I had to do is create multiple levels. And that means that I have to go through and create each one of these levels, and I have to play each one of these levels, and that just takes a lot more time than just creating one endless level. So right now I'm up to 53 levels, and my original plan was just to create one. So that's what I've been doing the last couple weeks, is creating levels and trying to balance the levels, because the game is pretty hard. So I'm trying to make the levels at the start easy to understand and easy to play, and then once they understand how the game works and the mechanics, then increase the level difficulty. And my goal is to make enough levels where people never really reach the end. The problem with the game right now is that I have 50 levels, and I'd say about 40 of those levels are extremely tough to extremely difficult. They are difficult for me to beat, and I've been playing this for almost 2 months now, a month and a half now. So I am right now the expert at playing this game, because I am the only one playing this game. And I like to make the levels challenging to me and difficult to me, and I've been playing it for so long that I'm at a skill level that's extremely high. I'm at a skill level that someone would be at for playing it for 2 months. So I'm trying to create levels that are simple, that'll teach players how to play, and slowly increase the difficulty, and that's tough when I've been playing it for months. So that's what I'm trying to do, and that's really what the beta program is all about. So the beta that I keep talking about is just an early stage where the game still might have bugs, the level still might be too difficult, you might lose your level progress, you might lose your coins. It's still a possibility in a beta testing phase of the game. So when I say beta, I'm not talking about the official release where go tell everyone, go release it to the world. What I'm talking about is an open beta. It's open to everyone on the Facebook fan page, but it's not officially released to the world because it still might have all sorts of bugs and everything else. So I don't want to release it to 400 people and have 400 people annoyed by a bug. I would like to release it to 50 or 100 or a couple hundred people and get their feedback and make sure that they don't get stuck on a certain level, and that the game is fun to play and they don't get too annoyed. So that's what the beta program is. It's basically everyone on my Facebook page, all my Facebook friends and everyone that joins the Facebook page can play the beta, but it's not ready for release. And I'm hoping once the beta is done and I get the levels complete, hoping that I get enough love from Android and from people in general that I will go through and try to dig up my old mini Mac, and hopefully it'll have enough power, and I'll use that mini Mac to make an Apple version of this game. Because right now I'm just geared towards testing on Android, and I will hopefully, when I go officially released, I will release it on Android and Apple. So I need to get some feedback from you guys, and maybe some persistence from you guys to go for Apple too, because Apple's a huge market. I don't want to leave you guys out. It's just a lot of work. It requires a lot more work on my end, so that's why I'm sticking with Android right now, because I'm just one guy and I got a billion things to do. And once I get it created, get the levels balanced, then I'll worry about releasing it on Apple. So I'm hoping the beta will be done here shortly. I'm at 50 levels, and they get fairly difficult fairly quickly. So I'd like to get another 50 levels done before I release. And it'll take a while for Google to review my app. There's new terms there too. So even once I actually do release the beta on Android, I'll have to wait for Google to review it. So I probably got at least a half a week before I can get this done. I'm hoping to create a bunch of levels this weekend, possibly get it submitted to Google this Sunday, and hopefully sometime during the middle of the week get this out there so you guys can play it and test it and let me know what you think, and I can check out the stats and see if you guys are getting stuck somewhere, or see where the problems are in the game. And also the stats will help me with like crashes. If the game crashes, it'll help me pinpoint it. And it's really tough because there's so many different Android devices out there that, you know, I'm testing on my computer here, but ultimately it's going to be on mobile devices, and every mobile device is a little different. The operating system is a little bit newer, a little bit older, so I have to test on as many devices as I want. So a beta test will help me test on, you know, dozens of different devices, which I really can't do. I don't have that many Android devices on me. Apple, I'm kind of lacking on Apple devices. I don't know what happened to my iPad. It kind of disappeared. So this is the game. It's making progress. I'm getting closer. I just want to make sure that these levels are balanced, because there's a few levels that I played that are really difficult, and then some that are like super easy, and they're just, I need to make sure that those difficult levels are, you know, correctly placed. So I need to balance the levels, and that just takes a lot of time. That's what I've been doing for the last 2 weeks, is creating levels and trying to get them balanced and working the rest of the minor little bugs out of the game engine. But the game engine seems to be complete. It seems to be somewhat bug-free, you know, and if you don't believe me, here's all the levels that I've been creating. This is the game engine I use. This is Unity 3D, which helps me a great deal in creating games and levels, because if I had to write all this code from scratch, it would take forever. So, you know, these are my 53 levels that I created, and I have to make sure that they're placed in the right order, and, you know, not too easy, not too difficult, and that they're, you know, fun and challenging, but, you know, not too frustrating. So it just takes a lot of time, but I've gotten a lot done with this game, and it is in the final stages of level design, level testing, level creation. So hopefully I will get this thing done. I don't really want to set any dates because I've broken way too many freaking release dates for the beta on this, but things don't always work like they want. You know, if I could have just created one level that was infinite, I would have had this game released, you know, 2 weeks ago, but that's just, it did not work for this game. This game did not like it. So you got to listen to how the game plays, and you have to change accordingly. And I'd just like to thank you guys all again for all your support, and we are making great progress. There's kind of a little bit of pressure on me now with this much support and this many eyes watching me, which is exactly what I need, because it'll help give me the motivation to keep pushing forward and get this done. And this is just kind of a side project. My real project is still Shaky Stack, which I am hoping to get done after this game, be my next project. This is just kind of a real quick project, and yes, 2 months is real quick in a game. From start to finish, that is real quick with one person. If I had a team, it'd be a little quicker, but it's just me. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. And it's not just creating games. You got to create the website. You got the legal side. You got the marketing side, the advertising side, the social media side. You know, I got to wear a lot of different hats. And I just like to thank you guys for your patience and understanding. And this is my first game, so after this one's released, I'll have a little bit better idea of the steps involved and the timelines. And I would like to get a team of developers and designers and artists that help me out with this. I'd like to set up my own studio. But first of all, I got to get a game out there and, you know, hopefully get a little support, make a little money off of it, and hopefully do this full time in the near future. Alright guys, thanks again for all your support. I'm going to keep working. I'll talk to you guys later.